Good morning everybody and welcome to my channel. I wanted to let you know the next prompt for June for Roxy Journal of Stitchery is making a vessel or a bowl. So what I've created is something a little bit different in the way it's being made. So I have a hexagon shape fabric at the bottom and just a piece of wadding and some calico for the underneath. But I made a template out of paper, but I wanted to show you the shapes that it creates, where it comes from. Now I use my accuquilt cutter, and this is the shape, this one here. And then you fill in the sides, which is this triangle piece here, but obviously there's two joined together. There's split in the middle there. So I cut them out of paper and then I made it. So the bottom of that is the hexagon shape, and then there's the triangle piece, and then there's the half of the hexagon round the other side. To make it continue around as a hexagon. Now the top's not going to be very hexagon shape, but obviously the bottom is. And then there's obviously different sizes. You've got your baby one, and they go with that one, and I'm not sure where the other one is. Obviously you saw on the template the different size. Oh, sorry, that one does go with that one, and that goes with that shape. But when you're quilting, you join these together. Actually, I can't remember now. You join them together somehow, and you can make a quilt out of those shapes. I have to look for the instructions. So what I did was, where's my pieces? This is obviously the bottom of the inside, and I did machine sew these pieces together because I wasn't confident of hand sewing it. And so I've just turned it inside out. I don't know if you can see, I'm a bit close. I just machine sewed it all together, and then I'm just going to turn that like that. This would be the outside, and that would be the inside, and then that would be my shape. And you can see the difference when that lies down like that. You can see the shape. It's a little bit chopped off at the top. It's not in a point, but that's fine. That's how I want it. And then I'll just sew that down, and I don't know whether this will have an edge sticking out or I'll just turn it under like that. Not too sure at the moment, but I'm just going to go and embellish some things on the outside while it's not all sewn down. So that's the start of my vessel or my bowl, and I will be back later to show you more of my vessel. Okay, so I've come back to show you some of the little stitches that I've done on here. I've just put some seed stitches here, and I've just gone around the flower. So when this goes down, I'll fold this over, and this goes down like that. This will be the outside. I don't know why that's longer. Anyway, I'll figure that out. There we go. And then that will then go up against that somehow. And then that will be the inside, and I'm going to put some little doily bits and pieces on the inside. It won't be quite a hexagonal shape, but that's okay. So I hope you're doing well, and if you're taking part of this stitchery, that's great. Hope you have some stitching moments. I took mine to school today while I had duty at recess time, and then I decided to take this and do some at lunch because we have a bit of a big long lunch where I was today. Because I do relief work, so I just go around all different schools. Oops. And relief the EAs, and then just, wait until I get called again. It's a bit cold today. I think it's 20. But I just had a cardigan on. Oh. My other cat's just come to visit. She's going, oh, the cupboard's open. Let's go and have a look in there. What you doing, miss? Yeah. So, yeah, had a few showers, but it was a little bit cool, but it wasn't freezing. No matter how big the eye of the needle is, I always find it so difficult to thread. So I'm just using 4 strands of DMC cotton thread. And that's what it is. There on the back, on the underside. I've just put non-fusible or fusible, I can't remember, just a bit of wadding, interfacing, sorry, on the back side there, and I've put a bit of wadding there, and I've sort of squashed it down a little bit. So I want it to be quite, when it's obviously a bowl to put all my orts in, I want it to be a little bit stiff. So I'm thinking the other shapes that I showed you with my accuquilt cutter for the shape, I'm going to see if I can do a little mini one, and then I can put my little bits in and put it in my bag that I made. Because if you're out somewhere doing a bit of stitching, you want to put your threads in somewhere if you've got them, not just on the ground. But you can put your cotton, as long as it's 100% cotton, you can put your cotton threads into your compost bin. Don't know how long it takes to get broken down. Oh, it's just come out again. Sometimes this thing is the story of my life. I always find it so difficult to thread. The bigger the eye, now I've gone down the wrong way. The bigger the eye, the harder it is to thread. And I cut it, and I wet it, I squish it. Still doesn't want to go through. And I've used one of those. I probably need to find that needle threader, but then they get stuck and they break. Have it gone through? No, only 3. If this doesn't work, I'm just going to stop the video because it's driving me insane. So I've got it threaded now. Right, let's just go down the right way. So I hope everyone's excited about the new prompt for number 6 in July. I've sourced some books about Edith Holden. I was lucky enough to get some on the D-Stash site in Melbourne. Now, she has an Instagram page, and I always forget her name's Melanie. I think it's called Prayella or something. I'll put the description in the description down below. I can't quite say her name. I've got it. I know how it's spelt, but I just can't say how it's named. Oh, now I've got the other cat in here too. I tell you, you're never alone in this house. There's always somebody, something wanting to see what you're doing. Just seeing if I was doing it right. Yeah, doing it something. Oh, yeah, there's a fight going on under the table between the cats and the dog. So that's what it's looking like so far. Just a bit of stitching in there. And I did it on the flower. I don't think there's another big flower. Actually, that's the only main flower there is. I think I'll just keep doing this for the outside. And then on the inside, I'll just jazz it up a little bit with something. I'll get to this end of this thread because my daughter's just texted me, I think. And she wants to go for a walk with her dog. There it is, nearly came out again. You'd think they would just stay there, but no, they have to keep moving until it annoys you. Oh, what's happening? It's all right. I thought there was something happening with the thread. I'll just finish this off camera, and then I'll come back and show you what I've done on the inside, which is the calico. If you can see what's going on under the table, I think you'd laugh your head off. The animals are just too busy wanting to play. I just pop up here. And I don't like wastage, so I'd rather just trail the cotton back up to a space without having to cut it off, tie it down, cut it off, tie a knot, make another knot. So by the time you do all that, it's just easy to move the cotton. All right, that's what I'll finish that there because I won't have enough to tie it. I always like to look the other side. I've mucked that up there. That's all right. By the time I'll get the iron out, and I'll just iron that down flat. Make a little snip in there so it can lie flat. It didn't iron properly. Now my needle's just come out there, so all I'm going to do is get my needle and just thread it. And what's up with you, Mr. Charlie? You can't have the cat. Right. I think I'll just go through these two here. All right. Okay. Charlie, the dachshund, needs my attention, don't you? All right. I will be back and do those other things. Just iron that down. Finish off the embellishment around the stitching around the outside, and then I will put some doily cutouts or something on the inside, and then all I've got to do is just stitch it down. I'll see you with another little clip soon.